Alright, so this will be a quick one, so let's get right into it. So let's just say you've got your email design and you've got a section such as this, where you've got multiple components within this section, and you're like, hang on, I want to get this onto Klaviyo right here. And the only problem is I've got this point, this point, this point, and this is a dynamic coupon code or some other component that you need to put in Klaviyo using some of these blocks, which you can't use as an image. So initially you might think, yeah, sure, I'll get a snip of this section, make sure all the things are lined up like that. Perfect. Make sure this one's done correct. And that one. And you go export it. And I personally do 1.25 for my 600 width. Then we'll export that. And I'll usually put it into tiny PNG, but I won't do it here. And then you'd upload this and then you put it in like that. And then you go, yep, cool. Great, got that in. Oh, hang on. Now, how do I get that dynamic coupon code in? So unfortunately, we can't do this, but I've got a really simple solution. So noting that these two are separate sections, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a section here, which will be solely for the header. What we're going to do is we know this component here, that section there, and that can both be images. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this and I'm going to go press F for frame, and I'm going to set up a frame that's going to go obviously to the width of this section. Hang on. Yep. But then I want to go until it touches this text component, which should, oh, nearly, hang on. Let's just bring that up until it snaps like that. That should be good. Yep, that's correct there. And then what I want to do is I actually want to get this text here to be this piece of text and this frame here. I'll select them both and I'm going to group them. And then I'll go down and I'll do the same for this one here. Set up another frame, try and get it all right. Make sure the widths are correct. And then you want to line this up so it touches that there, which looks about right. And then what we're going to do is go back to here. So we're going to select this group here, which is the button. And I'm going to press Shift and select that. Right click and group those. And now what we have is the two sections here, which are images, and then this, which will be text in Klaviyo. So what I'll do is I'll just export both of these sections real quickly. And awesome, I have exported both of them and then I've shrunk them, their size, using tiny PNG. And now what you can see in here is we have two images that have completely no background, and it's just the text, but they still have a size to them. And so what we can do is we can go, great, yep, in this new section we've made, we want an image, we want some text below that image, make sure it's actually in this section, perfect, and then we want another image there, which should be all in this section. And then, very simple, open this up, open our little folder with these in them, and then we've got the top one, real quick like that, and the bottom one. But then you might be like, hang on, once we've got this in, where is the background image to this? How are we going to get that in? I have a solution. So on this section, which is here, we have this whole image, which I'm just going to simply export again and minimize and compress it so it's not too big. Download that. Open this again, and we have an option for a background image for this section, which is why we made it a section. I will simply open this, upload it here. This is the compressed one, and really simple like that. Boom, we practically have what we designed there, which is great. And now I will mention in this design I included shadows here. So what I would have done is done this, and then also selected the image and then grouped them and downloaded that, but that's pretty simple. I think you get the point. And then really simple, we can just write whatever code's in here. So maybe it's a coupon code or some other piece of text that you're going to change or whatever. Just make sure you set it to white, and then obviously in this case center it, and then bold, and then use different fonts or add a font that you reckon, oh, that looks about right. And then you'll roughly get the kind of thing you're doing. But all you need to do in these scenarios is simply add a section, put the background image in, have these sections here. The reason you use a frame is so that you actually have an image with no background, because if all you were to do was to export this, then it would either expand it or not be the right size. But at least this way, on mobile and desktop, we have the look that we're looking for, and we can achieve a section such as this where we can have some custom Klaviyo content. Easy.